live. Okay.
There you are.
There it is.
Now we got bars.
See, now we got bars. We got bars on the thing.
We didn't have the microphone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, these are, but they look good.
Yeah,
They look good. So they look
very
good.
professional.
We look like we know what we're doing.
An illusion.
Welcome back to the channel. We had technical difficulties. We are doing it now. My name is Paul G, Chief Safety Officer for the IDPA. This channel will help you simplify IDPA rules, shooting techniques, and keep you updated on the newest gear and what's going on in the shooting community. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We are live for the 5th time. Apparently we had some audio difficulties. We are now, we cut all that out. We're just using the webcam on our computer, and I'm sure I'll take that home and try to fix that a little bit later, but I apologize for that. We had great content. We would just say, how about we just, dispense with this and go on with our lives. But for me, it is very important. I would love to discuss these things because we came up with some really good stuff.
I'm glad we're redoing it, but I wish that we would have had everything that we did have on that last podcast.
It was phenomenal.
It was great.
Yes,
It was not meant to be.
I guess it was.
It was not meant to be. And I really hope you can hear us over here. Can you hear us? Because I got some chat. Yay, volume. What's up, fellas?
Thank you very
Shoots
much
and
for helping us out.
scores.
You guys are so patient. We definitely owe you big time. Gentlemen,
We don't have any more shirts,
I am
so.
soggy.
Down zero.
It was cold. It was wet today. How'd you guys fare?
It was wet.
It was wet, but I actually had boots and an umbrella, which I'm thankful for. So definitely not as bad as it could have been, but it was.
Yeah, we were wet. It was wet. It was raining. It was raining. People were still shooting. I mean, you stand up, put your gear on, stand out there in the rain, get a beep, start shooting. All the guns worked. All the guns worked.
Today was first day of general population. These were the competitors. There was an awful lot of them. What was it, 100? I believe it was
100. We had,
Yeah, right around.
well, not quite, because my first squad was 6.
Roughly 100.
Yeah, we had 100.
It was a brutal day. I actually enjoyed the shooters. They were so kind.
They were great. They were great.
And they ran out there and taped in the rain.
Yes.
Which is expected, but still, nobody wants to do that.
I mean, no one wants to be in the rain, period, let alone if you're shooting or not.
Yes. So the stage conditions on 8, it went from wet to dry to
Soup sandwich.
I don't even know what that was, but it started to get really dicey in a lot of places.
Yes, it was.
So I actually learned a new way to shoot my stage, stage 8. I've never seen them do that before. And that made me a little nervous. That put them off of the beaten path and into untamed territory, and we actually had an issue.
We did. Right? We unfortunately had a DQ, and it was my first DQ that I actually had to penalize someone with. And those that you do know me, I do take it to heart.
Yes.
I still feel bad about it. The gentleman was a gentleman. He, at first, like anything else, wasn't sure. He's like, oh, this and that. And he came back. We gave me a big hug. He's like, hey, I want you to know I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the situation. I'm like, I totally understand. I totally get it. Am I still not feeling great about it? No. Yeah. I mean, why would you want to? How could you ever feel good about ending someone's day? But you know what? Even after the fact, even after the whole squad, he still went out, still taped, still helped his squad.
Great guy.
And he came back, and even then, it's like, hey, you did what you had to do. I'm not mad at you at all. No hard feelings. And he actually, I forget how long he shot. That was actually his first DQ. I'm like, man, breaking my heart now.
It was his first DQ?
His first DQ.
I didn't bring any of the
multiple
shirts.
years.
Oh, I had a couple of people ask me about that, and I said, this is the wrong stage. Actually, that's Bill's stage. You were supposed to have shirts as well.
I was supposed to have shirts. We might stop. We might have to do that tonight. We might have to stop and get some shirts. If you don't know, I purchase Dairy Queen t-shirts. So if it's your first DQ, you get a Dairy Queen t-shirt to wear proudly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Speaking
ease the pain.
speaking of t-shirts,
Oh, speaking of t-shirts, what in the wide world of sports is going on here?
that was genius.
And what happened, guys?
Oh, we had such a
It
huge
was
response.
it was a great time. Like Bill backed up the car.
And then I left because
You
I dropped
left.
you at 8, and then I went to my stage.
Yeah, you're at
3.
three,
I'm on
right?
3.
So he walked around the corner. And by the time he walked around the corner, we already had the first guy walking up, said the catchphrase. I was like, wow, I'm shocked right now.
You
And
got to get the box out.
I hadn't even got the box out yet. Just sat
Oh
on the
my
table, turned
God.
around.
So
And it was, if I
It was
remember
great.
right, if I butcher your name, I'm betting like 99% it was Jonathan.
Okay.
If I remember his name right.
Yep.
And I'm glad he came by that soon because I completely forgot the sauce, forgot everything other than the t-shirts.
and what did you actually do?
I had left the range.
He jumped in the car and said, I'm going to go
I'll
get that
be
stuff
right back.
I'll be
for
right
you
back.
guys. And I was like, okay.
But
So you had to come back and get the sauce.
I had to come back get the sauce, and there was sauce and stickers. So the individuals that did get sauce and stickers, congratulations. And the people that got the t-shirts, I'm sorry we don't have enough for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll come up with something.
I was
Maybe
thinking,
Bill could get another catchphrase going, you know, and have something else. Oh no, we got to keep this streak rolling because you know we have to give out something if someone says something about this.
we have stickers left over.
We got
but-
candy.
Yep.
I mean, shirts off our back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the super membership that actually does monthly donations and so forth to the channel. This is where that money goes. We take it, we put it towards shirts and so forth for when we go to matches and stuff, and we meet you live, and you guys give a hug. But that was genius to have.
How would you not want this face on your back?
Where we meet people in the real,
Yeah.
as opposed to the internets.
I thought that was great, but you know what? I'm going to make that a common thing. We're going to, for the contributions that you guys do to help support the channel, this is where that money goes. I'm going to make darn sure that I have stuff for everybody when we go out to the matches to see them.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed at night smiling and laughing at all the great people we got to meet, and
Yeah.
just hearing that catchphrase and just seeing Bill just make that up on the whim, and then seeing that throughout the entire day just made my entire day.
So the Viking has a speech sauce, and this is his shirt. So we were just trying to promote his product and so forth, and share it with all of you viewers and subscribers. What we got there, Bill? Anything?
Yeah, hey, we figured it out. No cigar or drumstick today. Well, they won't let me smoke it. I'm not going to smoke in the house. I can get a drumstick if you want.
I'm putting solid money. It's either someone we know back.
Oh,
I can't.
Has to be Tony.
Even with the glasses, I can't read it. I'm sorry.
Tony.
It's super small. It's like 4-point font. But
Yeah.
thank you. I'm just glad you guys can hear us. Our fifth attempt.
Fifth attempt. So what we were talking about, we were lip syncing before. We were talking about stage walkthrough, stage strategies, right? Stage planning. And I was asking the two individuals here, the great masters, right? So
Not masters.
Expert. Master classification,
Master.
not master.
I don't think it's an expert any longer. We
Pretty sure somebody gonna bump. Pretty sure.
But my question was, how do you begin to formulate a proper stage plan or an efficient stage plan? Successful stage plan, right? And I was asking Bill, where does that actually start? Well, obviously from the stage description, but when you read the stage description, what information are you trying to, remember and toward your planning?
Well, what I'm looking for is any anomalies in the stage. So typically you're going to have points of cover and you're going to have targets to shoot. You're going to have non-threats, right? So that's going to be on every stage. Do we have a mover? Do we have a steal? How many rounds? Where am I going to do my reload? More than anything else, I'm looking for where I'm going to do my reload. So do I want to do a standing reload? Do I want to do a tack reload? Do I want to do a dry reload? Depending on how many targets I've got. So if I've got if I've got 5 targets, great. That's where I'm going to do my reload, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But if I've only got 4 targets, do I round dump or do I want to do attack reload to my next position of cover, or do I want to push it and do a standing reload, right? Depending on the stage. So on one of the stages that we had, there's like 5 different ways to shoot this thing. So for me, I took the conservative route, or playing to my strengths, right? So I want to take farther shots and move less distance in my movement and take those shots to be able to do my reload. So that forced a standing reload. I thought I was going to be better taking a 2.5 or 2 3/4 to do a standing reload than it would be for me to run more. Right? Does that make sense? You know, it
So
depends.
when we have a younger shooter, a little bit more
Or
agile,
faster
craziness,
shooter.
so when you look at a stage description, what are you looking at?
I'm looking to try to play on my strengths, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, everybody does. Sorry. Last couple, this match, there was a couple stages that played into certain aspects. So I'm like, I don't know which route I want to go.
Yeah.
I know I can move out of position of cover to another position very fast.
Right.
And I know I can shoot at distance fairly well. What am I more comfortable at? I'm more comfortable moving. Obviously, we move every day. I'm going to try to get out of the position and into the next one as fast as humanly possible. But I can't run 900 plus feet a second.
Right.
So knowing that, it's a very large gamble, and I don't know if I went the right route or not. And we never quite know, and I'm probably going to lose some sleep over it tonight. Still, after days of not shooting, watching other people shoot matches,
Yeah.
did I make the right decision or not? For me, I want to say I did, but I look at stages of trying to play as much into my strengths, try to downplay my weaknesses as much as possible,
Right.
and obviously reload. No matter what division you're shooting, unless maybe you're shooting SSP, you're always going to do a reload. And even at SSP, you're going to do a reload.
So you look at stage descriptions, and I would have to say 80, probably even more, right? 90% that they're not actually what they are because of the multiple changes that they have before a match. So you get to the match to do walkthroughs and so forth, surveying, and you get to take a look at the stage and so forth. When you first look at a stage, how do you begin a stage walkthrough?
If I have the match book and then look through a walkthrough, so me personally, I like having a stage or the match book.
Yeah.
And I take a couple notes of what I see in the match book. Obviously, a match book may or may not be what happens in real life due to restraints in the range or design flaws. But does my original plan kind of work? And sometimes you're like, I'm not even sure what's up, down, right, left. And I won't even put any notes on that, but I'll kind of take notes, and usually about 80% of the time it's kind of close and maybe need to tweak it a little bit, or I might have a plan or two, see secondary plan, or ask this question. That's another big one that I have when I see a match book. Of if I see something, will I get a PE if I do this or do this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'll usually try to put a note in something of that nature as
Bill,
well.
how do you begin your stage walkthrough?
I'll start with the match book, and then I say, there's 5 targets, I got to reload. There's 4 targets, I'm done. And depending on how it's set up, set up is everything, right? Because you can look at a match book, and if it's off by 15 degrees, I can't see that target from this point, and I thought I was going to be able to. And now I get out to the bay, and 2, 4, 6, 8, I can't shoot that 10th, right? So I have to move it to this point to shoot that 10th. But now you got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see it. And
you could get a rough idea.
yeah, you can
Okay.
get to 80%. You get 80% of a stage plan.
That's basically what I'm looking at. Is if I get 80%, have a couple questions, jot down a couple questions. It's going to get you in the realm of the thought process, but it's definitely not going to be an all.
So you have to do a survey to actually confirm what you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's no way you could just go to the stage, not do a walkthrough, not do a safety brief or anything like that, or a stage description, and just go shoot the stage and be at where you should be.
All right.
You're out of
I
huge
can shoot
advantage.
that bobber and that double drop turn.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it's match day. You show up and you get to do your walkthrough. The very first thing that you do, how do you prepare yourself to? Are you doing the same thing, or obviously you have a time constraint?
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
So
You got 3 minutes for a walkthrough, but hopefully you're not the first shooter. So if I do a 3-minute walkthrough, and then I come up with a plan. I got a plan in my head. I'm going to do this. I'm going to shoot this target. I'm going to shoot this target. I'm going to move here. I'm going to shoot that target. I'm going to shoot that target. Now I've got a choice, right? So do I do a tack load to my third positional cover because I need more rounds at that point because I'm going to need to shoot 2 targets, or do I do a standing reload, right? Or do I dump rounds and reload on the move on an empty gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have enough rounds after I shoot that steel to shoot both the bobber and the double drop turn that are both disappearing targets? So if you shoot the steel, shoot the steel, shoot the steel, and then finally hit the steel, do I have enough bullets? Man, I really wish I could count better than I do, but I'm not doing that on the fly. So I have done this in the past where you miss, and then it's like, okay, stop, do a tack reload because I'm not going to have enough bullets to finish the disappearing targets, and I don't want to be down 10.
Yeah.
It's the last thing I want to
so
do.
smooth or fast,
Depends on the stage.
or smooth fast?
Is risk worth reward?
I see.
And that's a tough one, and that's all shooter ability and being able to shoot matches. I mean, for me, knowing that I have 3 or 4 targets and I can just hose them down and not really pick up the sight picture and just kind of press out and
Trust your press.
Right.
Trust the press and just go for it. Yeah, the short stage you can. Is that going to be way faster, way easier than confirming every single shot? Yeah, you'll be there all day compared to someone that could just and be gone.
So if you had a stage that it's faster to go left, right, versus going right, would you go left and chance you breaking the 180 when you do it like a mag change?
So if I can, I would rather choose going left to right if I'm doing a reload.
Okay.
If I'm shooting and just transitioning and not doing a reload, I'd rather go right to left.
Very nice. Bill, would you chance breaking the 180 if it's faster to go left?
If it made more sense, if it was a 2-shot difference, right? So if I went right and shot whatever and then had to move a longer distance, then I would probably take that opportunity to move right to left while I'm reloading. But I will also, get the mag in hand, get the gun over there. As soon as I get to the position, then finish the reload. Or as I'm stepping in, finish the reload instead of trying to do it as I'm doing it and then fall down or risk breaking the 180. But absolutely, I'm going to make the choice. If I got the option, I'm going to move left to right because I can reload going that way. It's going to be easier.
So the lower class classifications, I believe that would probably be the safer way, right?
It's definitely the safest way.
Yeah.
Safest way, and I think it's the most efficient way.
Yeah.
Now, being that, like Bill had said, if I have the choice of doing this or this, I'm going to take that choice because that is the most effective and most efficient way of doing it.
Yeah. But
is there ways around, hey, you know what? This could save me a time going this route. Maybe closing your hips off a little bit more, squaring your shoulders over, getting the reload so you're not as efficient moving laterally that way, but you're still in the safe zone to where you're not going to break a 180 and you're going to be totally fine to make up for the time of being in an awkward position while doing that.
What's your thoughts about multitasking? Do you recommend that for the marksmen, the sharpshooters to multitask?
Newer shooters, I always recommend shoot till you're dry.
Run it dry.
Okay. The gun would say, hey, feed me, feed it, get up and run it.
Okay.
When you're not used to or you're not as experienced as some other shooters and you can't think as fast as you can shoot, is one big one. The secondary one is trying to keep a round count and a stage plan while hitting a beat, while doing this, while all this other, the adrenaline dump, everything else. Just shoot a stage till you're dry, get it up and running, and shoot it.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's the most easiest brain-proof way of taking all the elements out of it and just shooting the stage.
Very nice. Bill, mentally prepping yourself to actually do this stuff, visualizing and so forth. Are you a big fan of that?
Oh, I'm a huge fan. Absolutely. So I'll set up a stage in my head. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna shoot this target. I'm gonna shoot this target. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna put 3 and 3 so I can reload, do a chamber full reload, moving to my next point of cover. And as I do that, then I'm gonna have enough shots to finish the stage, right? But if you wanted to, you could go over there and run dry and then do a standing reload. There were stages that we were shooting at where you wanted to do a standing reload because I thought it was going to be faster for me.
I was in the same boat.
Yeah, there are other stages where I want to round dump, right? So that I'm in the best position at the end of the stage. And some of the stages we've got, where you want to do your reload, you've only got 11 rounds to finish the 11 shots that you have to take. So don't miss that steal.
Going into the mental game and finishing strong and not having to do a standing reload for one last round or this or that, and going in and finishing strong mentally for me, makes all the difference in the world. Go to the next stage and going, or even if it was that last round and going to the slide lock, you're like, I stuck by it.
Well, you run up, I've got 11 rounds. I have 11 shots that I have to take. And then I come up and I go, oh, that's a 1, and I shoot it. The makeup, I just cost myself whatever I got to do. Now I got to do a standing reload at the very end because I made that makeup. Don't always want to do a makeup.
Chasing a 1.
Chasing a 1. Don't chase a 1.
Don't chase a 1.
So
that's my motto. Do not chase a 1.
So you make a mistake. How do you mentally recover from that?
Go back to the basics, as like I tell new shooters, run dry.
Just run dry.
Unless you can think on the fly that fast, which every once in a while you can. Sometimes I could throw a backup plan if it's like a steal. I'm like, all right, I missed a steal. You know what? Instantly I'm going. I had one stage actually this match. Missed a steal. I'm like, yep, I'm going to have to rack it on the way. And even Bill after the fact's like, please tell me you rack it. Yes! And I did, and I shot the steal, and I knew for a fact I was dry, but the way I grip my pistol, I run the slide lock straight down, so it always goes right back straight. So I instantly threw the mag, racked it, and I couldn't hear Bill, but I could mentally hear Bill going.
You can hear me through the force as you. I knew it was 11.
We were connected.
I knew it was 11, and the slide was in battery, and you run across and you reload, and I'm like, rack, and he got to the spot and racked it. I'm like, yes.
Bill,
because that costs you click, craps, rack, bang. It's a second and a half.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
And then
and then I'm in my head because I did that, and I'm like, I'm doing it wrong, blah blah blah, and then I screw something else up. It's just snowball cascading.
Bill, you recommend a plan B? Usually carry a plan B.
Yeah, my plan B is run it dry if something goes wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, if something goes wrong, run it dry. I mean, I'll pick a stage plan. I'll have a plan in my head, and then I will step outside of the stage boundaries, and I will physically run with my eyes closed. I'm going to draw and shoot this target. I'm going to shoot this target. I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to run over and I'll grab my magazine out of my pouch, and I'll put it in my hand like I reloaded, and I will move to the next position, and I will shoot that steal, and I will shoot that steal, and then I will shoot that drop turn, and I will shoot that bobber.
And you're doing this in the back of the bay.
Back of the bay. And I'll do it 3, 4, 5 times, right? And then once I've got that ingrained like that, I'm not going to change it. Even if I watch somebody else shoot it and they go, that's going to save time. No, because I've already got it written down in my head.
So Viking.
Yes.
Do you utilize the visualization, or do you just?
I do to a certain point.
Okay, so
to me, I have analysis by paralysis.
Okay.
By analysis.
All right, so
paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
So
I like
you like to weigh
a little bit. I find myself doing way better on reactive than planning it all out. If I plan too much, I am a total disaster.
How long does it take you to decide which?
So that's the ever deal that I'm trying to figure out still, because I had a stage where I had 2 stage plans, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and then saw something else. I'm like, oh, that actually looks pretty good too. I did part of A, part of B, and it equaled C of complete disaster.
And that's when you run into problems.
And that's exactly when you run into problems, and had an extra standing reload, 1 more round at the end. And even it's like, all right, well, you saved a little bit of time because, you could get a reload rather than a mic.
Yeah.
As a newer shooter, maybe not. You may or may not get that, but I would still recommend them taking the shot because eventually you're gonna have to do that anyway because you're gonna have that in the future.
So, Bill, you ever had the instance where you have your stage plan and then you see somebody else shoot a different way? Would you ever change your stage plan?
I have done it that way.
Does that work out for you? Or
50% of the time, maybe it changes.
50% works all the time.
so you don't recommend it?
50% of the time, it works 100% of the time. No, I don't do it. I like to think that I come up with a pretty good stage plan as I'm doing this now.
Because
Maybe
you
some
have
tweaks.
a routine.
I got a routine. I got a process. I have a process of how, when I walk to the line, I've got my magazine in hand. I got my magazine in hand. They say load, make ready, and I pull my gun and I put it in there and I do the thing and I put it back. But when I go to the line, I've got my mag in hand, and I do that every time. When I'm done shooting, I go back to my bag and I reload all my magazines. Typically, we're not running boxes here. We're just in a box of loose ammo because we flew on a plane and that's how you got to go. But I have a process of how I do it, and it keeps me from making mistakes that I don't need to make. Right, and simple mistakes that don't need to happen.
Or losing mags.
Or losing mags
in
my pocket. In my pocket. I'm yelling at everybody. Actually, went back to the
totally
bay.
different. We'll talk
Went
about
back
that.
to the bay. I had to go there and look around. No, so having a process of how I do a stage plan, and then coming up with the plan, and then I see somebody else shoot it way different. So I had a stage plan, right? And when we shot ours, and I saw another guy shoot it yesterday, I'm like, oh, I did that wrong, because he shot it and was at least a second and a half faster just by how he designed, how he shot the stage, right? I'm like, oh, I didn't even see that. I did not even see that. And then somebody else saw that, and he's a much better shooter than I am, and that's why he saw it the way he saw it. But it would have saved me a second half, you know. We'll see.
Lesson learned, price of tuition.
Lesson learned, price of tuition, and the same thing happened at Pima too. At the last Arizona match in Tucson, you know, it's like I had a plan, and it was a great plan, and I had a round. I step out of cover, shoot the last round, so now I'm at slide lock, and I can use that space as I'm moving towards the next set of targets to do my reload, right? Well, in my plan, I shot at the target, but there was a swinger, and I shot the non-threat swinger. So my good plan cost me 5 seconds because I wasn't paying attention to where the round was. I didn't have to do that. I could have fired in the direction of that vision barrier, and it wouldn't have had a problem at all. But here we are, and lessons learned.
Any physical prep that you do for like muscle memory or anything like that? I mean, obviously you prep for mentally, but do you
mentally prep before the match? Yeah, I try to hydrate a little bit more. You know, get a little liquid IV, all that number. This time I did prep a little bit more, being that they don't have a base pad on the magazines. They are completely flat. There's nothing to grip onto. And in the back of my head this entire time when I'm doing kind of some dry fire practice and reloads in between customers at the shop, you know, wait till the shop's clear. All right, had a couple sticky targets and do one of these numbers, do some dry fire, do some mag changes. Okay. And the whole time, the entire time I'm doing this, I'm like, if I ever have a double feed with this, I am so screwed.
Yeah.
Second stage in.
Yeah.
You
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
So I am sticking my fingers down the breech face, pushing that mag out.
Got it.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's a stage I wish I could have just thrown out. Sure. But obviously we got to live with our mistakes.
Yep.
As a shooter, do we always try to take the most advantages out of we can?
Right.
Yes, I did. And when it works great, it works great. Right. When it doesn't, well, you know, that's the price you pay.
Yeah.
So,
what about you, Billy? Any physical preps?
Yeah, coffee and donuts.
Okay.
Coffee and donuts. I prefer a buttermilk bar, glazed buttermilk bar, and a giant thing of coffee, which is typically what I do. Not so much.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not so much.
All right.
I mean, I'll do some stretch and whatever because not everything works the way it's supposed to, or at least doesn't work as well as it used to. Mm-hmm. But other than that, no.
You have any strategy or recommendations for strategies for the shooters in this type of conditions? The wet and muddy type.
The wet and muddy and slippery. Rain gear, rain boots, and don't run as fast. Don't launch as hard or brake as hard, because then you just end up, you spin out and you slide out. You know, I mean, we had guys doing that today. I had one guy did a 2-foot slide into the position of cover, and he did the whole thing as he did it, because you know you lose your balance and you try to. And then I had when he went around the barricade, he did and 1 foot went out, and he didn't get his hand down, but he was close enough.
Yeah.
For me, you know, for a support hand, his gun was still up high, but yeah, slow on the acceleration and slow on the braking.
Viking,
Like a car.
I mean, definitely bring your rain boots. I think as far as tomorrow's weather conditions, you might want to grab some scuba gear as well, because it's looking like we're getting rained on all night, all morning, and all day.
So the Sunday, what's the schedule look like for Sunday?
Sunday's schedule, we're looking at registration from 07 to 08. Staff is on bays at 07 to staple targets, replace what we have there. Repair any damages, water leaks, yada, yada, yada. Competitors will be on their appointed bay at 0745. Match begins at 0815. Prize and drawings after the protest period has been deemed clear. Award ceremony after the protest period, and then prizes, drawings, and everything else, and kick it loose and give hugs, kisses goodbye, and hopefully see a couple other people that might catch a catchphrase or whatever else.
So we had we started today, hammer down 8:15, and I was done on my bay at about 14, but 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
1400. Yeah, you guys were a little behind.
Yeah, we're a little behind, I guess. From what I hear, there was a hiccup on bay 4, so we had about an hour break between one squad and another. So.
Okay. And you still weren't that far behind.
Yeah, we weren't too far behind. We were very fast and efficient.
We were trying to get them out of the rain as fast as possible. Yeah, absolutely.
The other Paul, not the Paul, the Paul, and then we have the Paul.
I'm changing my name.
The Mr. G.
We had some great volunteers that helped us out.
Yes.
Reset the stage, so we were very fast and efficient. I think there was only one time where we actually had a squad finishing up while the next squad was over. I think it was one shooter and they were gone out, and then all of a sudden we were sitting there waiting on the next squad to come in. It was only a couple minutes, but our bay ran very fast and very efficient. All the shooters we had today were fantastic. Everybody helped. Everybody was very much grateful, was very friendly. Enjoyed talking and rapping with them as much as I possibly could, and met a lot of great people.
Yeah, as you're running a timer.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Well, what was nice is the way we set the stage, we actually had our shooter sitting there waiting. So I, had my umbrella covering the shooter that was about to shoot.
Yes.
While the rest of the squad or the rest of our volunteers and SOs set up the stage. So everybody had an equal presentation on the targets.
Yes.
Okay.
So I actually had a couple seconds to actually, kind of sit and chat with some of the shooters that came through. So got to actually meet another 100 friends. So it was great.
Man. Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard that you were very popular in your stage.
Yeah, apparently somebody watches this YouTube channel. The first
it
squad
started barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, the first squad came up and gave me the catchphrase, and I'm like, I'm not the guy. You got to go down to 8. And he left and ran down to 8.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, good on him, because obviously he got a shirt, because now we're out.
We're out of shirts. Yeah.
Oh, so my favorite was Jose Medina, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's from, I believe, Puerto Rico.
Originally from,
and I guess it was predominantly Spanish, right? It was,
Puerto Rico.
He was trying. He did
his
practicing from yesterday. Your catchphrase came in, had an interpreter, right? And he actually said it.
He said it in English. That's fantastic. Yeah,
I was very impressed to get one of your shirts. So that works out really well.
Well, we had another guy. I wish I would have wrote down, because I'm terrible with names. I could point them all out of a lineup, whoever got the shirts and said the catchphrase. But remember your name, I'm sorry. But there actually was another gentleman that wrote down the catchphrase.
Wrote it down?
wrote down the
Was it too
catchphrase.
long?
He didn't want to get it wrong.
He didn't want to get it wrong.
Yeah.
He wanted that shirt.
It was great.
Wrote it down, and he did say it. I didn't see notes or some sticky note or message on his palm, but
This what it was.
he did say he wrote it down.
This was a huge success. This is actually where the channel super subscribers actually provide monthly fees or monthly contributions to the channel, and this is what the contribution actually goes to. I purchase shirts and things that we can hand out at the matches and so forth, because we love the subscribers and people that actually take a look. Thank you. So
Big hearts.
thank you
Big
very
hearts.
much again for your support and watching our podcast. It wouldn't be what it is now without you guys, definitely. So gentlemen, are you guys ready for tomorrow? This is our final day. We should probably have one more live. We aside from all the
A redemption live?
Yeah,
A redemption
we'll
line.
actually do it, and it
Match
will
ending.
be that much better. So.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, as much as of a great experience it has been here, as much as I want to go home, I really don't want to leave. And I want to keep doing this, even with the wet weather and everything else. It's been such a great time, and I'm looking forward to coming back at some point.
Bill, any final words?
Yeah, I'd like to blame all of our technical difficulties on us being tired and having ran 2 matches basically, because we shot on Thursday, we ran staff on
technically
yesterday,
Yes.
and then we ran a match today. I mean, we ran 10 squads of 100 shooters,
Yes.
or 10 squads of 10 shooters, so
Well,
100 shooters.
this is what we do. We shoot the match in itself because that's just what we do. But the thing is that we are, hard set to give back to the community and make sure that it's bigger and better for you. And we just enjoy just doing what we do, right?
Yeah.
So, and as long as we keep everybody safe, I think it is a job well done. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, you think about it. You go shoot a match. You meet your squad mates
Yeah.
and 2 SOs per stage, or you work a match.
You meet everybody.
meet everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody comes through your bed.
It's very, very rewarding.
It's
if you've never done it,
hilarious.
if you've never done it, go out, try it, volunteer, do 1 match. You'll have a great time.
Yeah.
Become an SO. Become a CSO.
Please.
Yeah. Dedicate all of your time to this sport.
If you have the time.
Like us. Fly to Georgia to
So-
shoot a match. Spend a week. I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't.
I'm
I
sure
wouldn't
that's
do
a
it.
different
Yeah.
conversation in itself. But tomorrow we actually have the super squad out there. If you guys haven't seen the top elite shooters come out,
Mhm.
I highly recommend you guys take a look. I mean, just to watch these guys, it's better than a hockey game, right?
No, they're impressive.
Yes.
Austin actually came by and got
Yes.
to catch up with
Yep.
him for a little bit. And luckily, it was
Yep.
during the time frame where we had not too many squad mates going through. I think we had about an hour with some other issues, so we actually got a chance to catch up. I hadn't talked to him since the Western, and he got a chance to talk to him for a little bit, and it was a great
Viking
time.
was starstruck. So
Hey,
I've
you
known
shoot like
Austin a
that?
lot of years.
well, I
I've been
mean,
watching
come
it.
on.
Yeah.
Austin walks in, with his dad and stuff. He was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome."
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't get any better. than that.
such a great guy. Like I said,
Yeah.
how do you not enjoy talking with great people?
Yeah, and then-
And a great ambassador to the sport.
right. Oh, and his father Walt, right? I mean, he just commands the area, right? You just sit there like in your total awe, right? So
And that, like I said, even for me, I'm looking forward to seeing him and shooting with him,
All right.
or watching him shoot tomorrow.
very good. So for you, for everybody who's shooting tomorrow, good luck. Please, any recommendations? What's the weather going to be? Just sloppy tomorrow. Huh?
Sloppy.
It's gonna be sloppy. Shoot
Okay.
fast, don't miss.
There you go.
Should be good.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Be
if,
safe.
if you guys are
Survive.
around and you have the time, please to come out and support the shooters that are actually out there. I know you guys had a rough day today, but you guys did great. I'm very proud of you. I'm sure these two guys, agree with me. So tune in tomorrow. We're going to do our final live broadcast. Well, I'm also going to do a recorded because I want to make sure that the quality is high. And I'll be doing a personal interview with the match director, Ben Watson, one of my favorites. And he was actually responsible for getting us out here. So,
you know what? He's gonna wear a T-shirt with my face on the back.
Oh, you better wear the T-shirt with your face on the front.
I mean, it would be. He could wear it.
You could wear it backwards.
Yeah.
We could turn around and show it
Oh,
off.
God.
We could do that.
Why?
I dare him.
Why me?
I dare him. I dare him.
Well, a special shout out to our channel membership. Thank you. Thank you very much for your support. This is your support busy at work. Please consider being a part of our shooting community, building relationships around safe gun practice and IDPA competition. My name is Paul G, and this is
Anthony the Viking Baker.
And this is
Bill Olmstead.
Please be safe, and we shall see you on the range.
Let's see if we can time
Bill?
this again. Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
And see ya.